It is Tuesday, December 10th, 20 and the 24 on the Mayan calendar, 2:37 p.m. That means we've got 23 minutes remaining in the trading day here in the farm fields of Valparaiso, Indiana. And my first move this week was to go ahead and sell. I sold Boyle. That is a leveraged ETF with natural gas, the natty. We are in that trade for 7 days, 1 week. So 6,000 shares, sold it at 41.05, currently trading at 41.11. So I just got a little impatient with it. I don't know why. I think I run like different theories through my mind. Shouldn't do that, should I? So my theory is we're going to get let's go to natural gas here. Okay. So this is what I based it all on. And then I was working on this morning for you and I. You and I must make a pact. We got to bring that cash flow back. Stuff it in our Holly Hobby Velcro wallet, in our fanny pack, upon our skinny jeans. Okay, enough of that. So we did fill this gap this morning. I'm like, let's see how it reacts. And it reacted like beautifully, beautifully. Then I was like, hey, wait a minute. This thing isn't done. Natural gas loves to bounce around very violently. So the theory is that it's going to revisit this trend line before then rolling, taking out for sure the 320 and then the plus, and that would be if we get back up into this region. So again, it was like, let's just put a couple dollar bills in our pocket, and then if that plays out, we could be back in this trade tomorrow. Looking for that cash flow. We'll put it in our pocket. So I did a little math down here for you based on the number of days we were in the trade, the amount of money that was originally invested. And here are the results. Let's go to this and I click on this. Wait. What happened? Okay. Where did it go? I'm in the wrong block. Man, you're so tech savvy. You just are. You are tech savvy. Let's go back. There it is. So it was $17,407. That was the profit against the investment of $228,900. So in 7 days, we did make 7.6% on our money, which then translates to 277%. And if you're new to the channel, this is called Fantasyland Math. And this is how I've worked it. 17,407 divided by 228,900 divided by the number of days in the trade multiplied by 365. Wait a minute. You did the wrong math. Let me look at that date again. Today's the 10th, right? Yeah, okay. Now I know my dyslexic mind. I bet my dyslexic mind divided it by 10 days instead of 7. Let's see if that is indeed true. 17,407 divided by 228,900 divided by 10 multiplied by 365. That gives us that 277%. So this gets even more exciting for us right now as we go to the actual math. Let's do it again like we did last summer. Divided by 7 days multiplied by the annualized 365 days to end up at 396%. That's why I call it Fantasyland math, because it's not real, because we didn't make 396% because we didn't hold it for a full year. Looking at silver. Silver looked like, did it make its little bottom? Did you make your little bottom, silver? That sounds weird. It does. So there's silver. Okay, this is what I've got going on the silver. I think we still have more downside, but if it goes up here, I'm fine. I think we're in an ABC correction after this 5 up. And so far it's playing out according to script. If it moves up and takes out this 5, then this is invalid. But if it continues down to at least A equals C, maybe 3168. I got it going a little lower, maybe trying to approach the 3160. This is again on the minuscule. This is on the minutia level, but that's what I'm looking at on the silver A, B, and the C. But it's showing signs on the bigger chart that it is possibly bottomed there. If it does, that would be great. Fine. Take this out and we'll just redo the whole chart. But that is what I'm looking at on the silver. Let's go back here. Hey, we got a new all-timer. Where'd you put those notes? You have so many notes over here. You drive me crazy with these notes. You drive us wild and we'll drive you crazy. 1210 equals 2.609. We'll take that all day, every day, and twice on a Sunday. So we're down to 2 positions as far as shares are concerned. We're still up on the AGQ, even though it had a real big downtown to Chinatown from its, well, I guess, what am I hearing downstairs? Kid 1, Kid 2, and Lady Spins a Lot. They just sound like they're just having the time of their lives down there while I'm up here just working so hard. That was convincing. So 42.31 was the high of the day. I actually was you're not going to believe it. I literally had 42.24 on the board to sell Stacy's position out. And then right as I was clicking the buttons, click, 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 for the limit order sell, it just started bailing. Then I was like, you know what? That was probably meant to be. That means soon, maybe not today, but soon we're going to take that 42.24 out. And then Stacy will be like, just put a little bit of that in my bank account so I could get me some new diamond earrings. I wish I was joking, but she gets and deserves whatever she wants. And that's just like I was telling her on the track today at the YMCA. I said, "You're spoiled." And then I immediately said, "And so am I, because I have you, you have me." So it did make a big move today. Is this the sign of a little bit of a bottom on the ABC? I don't think it is. I think there's some more room to go south, as we just discussed. But I would not be upset if that were not the case and it just started to turn back up from here. The other position is the UCO, which is on the oil. Whoa, this thing's been making my butt stink. Because when we make trades, we want them to immediately pay off, and when they don't, then your butt starts to stink because your mind gets involved, and we really don't want our minds too involved in these trades. That didn't sound right. Our emotions, how's that? Not our minds, our emotions. All right, silver, gas. There is the UCO. This is what I've got my eye on here. I think we're in this B wave down as we speak. And this could resolve itself. No, probably not today, but this should resolve itself by tomorrow. And we're going to touch that upper trend line on the UCO, which would be like 26.45. So if we were at 26.45, what would that look like in this position? 26.45. So we'll just call it a buck. So that would put me at around $4,000 profit. I'd take that. But look at that. That's why your butt whiff's bad right there. Bandingo, all the way downtown to Chinatown. But we're expecting it to pop back up and then give me that $4,000 profit by the end of the week. And tomorrow's already Thursday. Bitcoin. We got all this graffiti on here that we put on yesterday, which was, you better hold that pivot or you're going down to Chinatown. Well, it is. Let's get rid of that arrow. Get that off of there. Let's move the Chinatown pivot. My problem was just whenever you're dealing with Bitcoin, you got to leave some room. What about that? Let's leave that there. I think that let's just call it, what is this number? Like 94. Let's call it 94.3. Okay. Hold. 94.3K. Or Chinatown. At least you're having fun, right? Let's do this arrow, this one I've been using lately. Or Chinatown, change it to red. Currently, though, it's looking like it's going to, not only did it hold this bottom of the new pivot, see how you can make yourself look really cool by just changing the price action here a little bit. So now let's hold that. And then if this holds and then breaks out over what? Let's say if it holds and then breaks out over this day, the high of the day. So between now and midnight tonight, then it should be back up to 100. That'd be my thesis there. But if we turn again, whoop, even if we turn before we get up through the 50-day moving average and it turns back down, then look, and then it breaks through the low of the day, then look for Chinatown, and then we're going to get an 8 handle on the Bitcoin, which would be a great time for me to finally get in long and make some money on the Bitcoin. But I wouldn't go long or short right now based on looking at that chart for me. But if you're long, you'd be holding through this because it's definitely not done yet. And what's next? Gold making its way. It's looking real good right now. It meandered right through there, but it's back on its pace to head up to the new all-time high. And then bingo, bango, bongo, 3,000 is still for sure going to be taken out. But it could be by not until spring. I think that would probably be the earliest, not the latest. TLT, I was talking about this yesterday, but I decided to take a closer look. And so what I did is I put the ABC on. Okay. So I did have like this pivot box here, which if I would have left it would make me look like, hey, he knows what he's talking about. And we know I don't because it has turned off of that pivot box we had in there yesterday. But what I decided was that's an ABC. So this B is going to fill that gap. And then we're going to head down here to, I'd say, a min of 92.60 all the way down. I would even put it at a upper 91 handle, so like a 91.98. So in this box will then be, I'll make my long trade and I'll use it through the exaggerated version of TMF, which is the bullseye 3 times bull on the 20-year treasury. So that's what I'll be looking to do. And right now, let's see what it's doing. Yeah, it still should have some room up to the upside here for this B before it decides to take the C train downtown to Chinatown. And that is what we're dealing with. Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment, share this video and this channel with a lovable friend. And I'll see you, you know when, in the next video.